In 1977, astronomers sweeping the night sky picked up a deep space radio transmission so unusual we are still trying to figure it out today. Think of it like being home alone in a quiet house, and suddenly the phone rings, just once, from an unknown number. Back then, researchers monitored the cosmos with the tools they had. It was an era of giant mainframes, physical dials, and mountains of paper data. Searching billions of stars for a signal that appeared for only 72 seconds is what makes this case so difficult to close. The event was recorded by a massive metal dish in Ohio, which was pointed toward a dense group of stars in the constellation Sagittarius. Without warning, the dish captured a sudden, intense burst of radio waves. It spiked in volume and faded out over exactly 72 seconds. This paper is the original record. Reviewing the printed columns, astronomer Jerry Eman noticed something out of the ordinary. He circled the sequence 6EQ-EUJ5, which tracks the signal's intensity rising to a peak and fading, and wrote one word: wow. That single scrap of paper remains our only physical trace of what could very well be an intercepted broadcast from another world. To figure out who or what made that call, we have to look at the environment it came from. Deep space is actually incredibly loud. Stars, galaxies, and gas clouds are constantly blasting out radio waves. It creates a wide, chaotic roar across the spectrum, a lot like the messy static you hear when you search for a station on a car radio. But the WOW signal was entirely different. It was what scientists call narrowband. This diagram shows how that looks. Instead of a wide, messy wave of static, the signal was a sharp, tightly focused spike on one exact frequency. It would be like turning that static-filled radio dial and suddenly landing on a perfectly clear station, playing one pure, uninterrupted note. Natural physics almost never produces such a concentrated, isolated burst of energy. Because of that unnatural precision, researchers had to look at some extraordinary possibilities. The first possibility is a rare natural event. Specifically, some astronomers suggest a pair of passing comets might be the culprit. Traveling comets shed massive clouds of hydrogen gas. This acts like a cosmic exhaust fume, naturally humming at the exact frequency of the WOW signal. The second possibility is intelligent life. The signal perfectly matches the profile of a massive, deliberately aimed transmitter built by an alien civilization. The comet theory has a few logical problems, though. A cloud of gas shouldn't be nearly powerful enough to spike the needle that high. Also, comets take a long time to pass by, meaning the dish should have caught the signal again the very next day. Since neither natural nor artificial theories have enough data to be confirmed, investigators have spent the last few decades waiting for the signal to repeat. Today, we aren't relying on single dishes and paper printouts anymore. Astronomers deploy incredibly advanced observational tools to sweep the sky. Instead of lone receivers, we use massive arrays of synchronized satellite dishes. Linked together, researchers listen to huge stretches of the sky all at once. All incoming data is fed into dedicated supercomputers. These machines process billions of radio channels simultaneously, drastically increasing our chances of hearing something. And rather than reading columns of numbers on paper, we now rely on spectrograms like this one. A spectrogram translates sound into a visual map, making any unnatural, tight frequency instantly visible as a bright stripe. We have scaled up our search capacity millions of times over. The entire night sky is now under constant global surveillance. But here is the most frustrating part of the investigation. Despite aiming these massive, modern tools at that exact patch of the Sagittarius constellation for decades, we have heard absolutely nothing. The caller hung up the phone, and they never tried again. Science requires replication. For an event to be proven, it has to be observed more than once. The 1977 data perfectly matches our best guess for what an intelligent message would look like, though without a second ping, we are stuck. We are left with a 72-second recording and a single red circle on a piece of paper. Was it an incredibly rare cosmic coincidence? Or was it humanity's first missed message from another civilization?